Welcome back to D Movement's channel. I had to say it slow because even the subtitles didn't know what I was talking about. Okay, D Movement's channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I found a video of someone who has lymphedema, primary lymphedema, and I'm going to almost do like a reaction video to the video, if that even makes sense. It is a YouTube video, so I will leave the link to the video in the description bar below. So, here we go.
Take one look at Amy Rivera and you can see why exercise is more difficult for her. One leg is much larger than the other.
I knew I had it before I was properly diagnosed.
Amy has lymphedema.
Lymphedema is a collection of lymph fluid. It can be anywhere in your body. It can be in your legs, it can be in your arms, your back, your head, your neck.
Okay, first impressions. Her leg is a lot bigger than mine, and it's the whole leg, whereas my lymphedema it only affects my lower limb in my right leg, which makes me very grateful.
Oh no, I've lived a blessed life.
Amy had it since birth, but it never really bothered her. She looked great. She won Miss Junior America in 1999. Left untreated, lymphedema can kill you because it compromises the immune system and bacteria sets in. Amy's leg began to swell. This is what it looked like at its worst point.
I went from running in tiaras and heels to hiding in my own house, wearing long skirts, and not even being able to wear tennis shoes at one point.
I can totally relate to that. I mean, obviously there is a difference because her leg is a lot larger than mine's, but I was when my lymphedema began to show, because I have primary lymphedema as well, my lymphedema started to show in my teens. And before that, I was wearing like 3/4 length shorts, skirts. I was wearing these different things. I wasn't afraid because it looked normal. And then when it began to show, the first person who noticed it, I didn't even notice my leg was swelling. It was my friend who noticed it, and she was like, "Daniel, your leg's swollen." You know, I was like, "Is it?" Because I didn't feel it. And then so after that, from that point, I started wearing long trousers, long skirts, long boots, anything I could to cover it. But then it also affected the type of shoes I could wear. So yes, I can totally relate.
Doctors told her she would be in a wheelchair.
He said, "There's nothing you can do for this leg. You have lymphedema. There's no cure. Deal with it."
Yes, can relate to that as well. And when I was told there was no cure, my heart dropped. They said the exact same thing for me. That there's no cure, that all I have to do is manage it and deal with it, basically. So yes, I can totally relate to that one.
But Amy refused to give up. She started exercising and changed her diet. She came out of hiding and started wearing wraps that moved the pockets of fluid out of her leg.
And that's really hard when you've hid your disease for 10 plus years and you work in a corporate America job and you have to dress a certain way.
She went public on social media with her battle with lymphedema, and the response was overwhelming.
Yes. Although she is much better than me, I'm still in some sort of hiding. I still hide it via types of shoes I wear, types of clothes I wear. I'm not exposing it as much as she is. And hers is worse than mine. And I think it's also, again, I keep saying it in nearly every video, it's the attention. I don't like the attention. But yes, I think it's great watching somebody like her and seeing how she just dealt with it and just got on with it.
How does that feel like if you moved your foot?
She heard from people like Sanja Gross, who couldn't afford to buy the expensive leg wraps not covered by insurance.
I just felt like I just had boulders tied to my legs. I couldn't hardly walk.
This was Sanja before lymphedema. She developed it after being pushed down the stairs in a domestic incident 10 years ago. Physical trauma is one of the causes.
For a long time I felt alone. It is emotionally challenging.
Amy started a nonprofit called Ninjas Fighting Lymphedema that donates wraps and expensive equipment to people like Sanja who can't afford to buy it themselves.
One thing I am grateful for is that if you can't afford something in the UK, there is NHS. You do get some sort of assistance or help with getting the resources that you need to help manage lymphedema. If you can't afford the lymphatic compression stockings, then then you can get it under NHS. So yes. And because it's an ongoing thing, it's not just a one-time prescription, it's ongoing. You have to have it and renew them every 6 months. NHS is very good for that.
It has taken Amy 5 years to get her leg down to this size. And just like almost 20 years ago, her looks have her back in the spotlight, but not the way she ever expected.
I've gotten so used to people looking at me, and I've gotten so used to people talking about me and saying things that now I take it on. I feel like I take on every patient's insecurities and I put them on my shoulders, and I'm like, I will do this for you because it is my job to show the world what lymphedema is.
Well, there is no cure. Amy had 2 surgeries to improve her lymph nodes, but they didn't work. She is having another surgery in California soon that the doctor feels could make her leg return to normal. Sandy, Shirley.
Okay, so that's one thing I am grateful for. I've not had to have, my leg has not become so bad that I need surgery. I've been able to manage it and maintain a certain amount of swelling for me not to have surgery. I do not like hospitals as it is already, so if I had to go into surgery, then yes, I would be really upset.
Minna! Do! No! Surgery!
So I'm trying to maintain it as much as possible, and I'm trying to find different ways to keep the swelling down, or what works for me, because I have tried some certain things and I don't really see or feel the difference. So yeah, luckily for me, I've been blessed enough not to have surgery. So yes, I'm glad that there are other people. I knew there were other people out there. For me personally, there aren't people that look like me that are bringing awareness to lymphedema. There's not many people, out there discussing it, talking about it, and most people that I've seen, again, are doctors who study it or maybe specialize in it. I've not seen, maybe, I know the internet is very broad, but I've not seen many, patients, lymphedema patients, talking about it and how they deal with it, if that makes sense. So yes, I'm glad this video is out there because it brings awareness. Also, what's her name? Her face is in my head. She's a talk show host. Oh, why is her name gone out my head? Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams. I know she's spoken about it quite a few times. So yes, but again, there's not many people talking about it. So yes, this is why I'm doing it. Also, I'm hoping that doing this will encourage me to not care much about what people are saying or thinking, and just live my life the way I want to, wear what I want to wear. I'm tired of this lymphedema dictating what I wear, what I don't wear, what I do, what I don't do. So yes, hopefully it works. But thank you for watching, and hope you have a brilliant day, week, whatever day or week it is. Yes, like, comment and subscribe if you can. That'd be fabulous. And thank you for those of you who have continually supported me on this journey. I am eternally grateful. But thank you. See you in the next video.